Hey guys, it's me Athena. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I've been here. I just wanted to pop in for a second and let you know that the video that follows is part of a recent Patreon video that I've put up. I took out a little section to share with you, and in it I talk about some recent books that I've enjoyed and that I highly recommend, especially if you're in the mood for some magical, witchy fun. They are fiction, but they're awesome. Thank you for watching and for being here. If you haven't yet, please remember to subscribe, like, and definitely leave me some comments. I always like to hear what's going on with you and how you're doing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of you. Thanks, peace. Hey guys, it's me Athena. Getting set up in here today. It was a process. I would love to put out a YouTube video soon. Not sure what I would record a video about. Probably a tag. Owlvine Green, if you don't know her, oh, trust me, you should check her out. She'll end up being in your top 2 favorite witches out there. She was doing a tour of her house, I believe, and in her bedroom next to her bed, she had a stack of all of Alice Hoffman's practical magic books, the whole series. And honestly, I hadn't kept up with them. I had read Practical Magic and I think it was Rules of Magic, the one that came out a couple years ago, and it covers Franny and Jet, the aunts, as teenagers. I didn't realize there were 2 more since I had last checked in. So I bought all of them on Audible, the fastest way for me to read, and I have read them all, listened to all of them in the past 2 weeks, week and a half. They're so freaking good. My least favorite is Practical Magic. I love the book. I love the movie more. In the beginning, the first time I read the book, I had the physical copy, and I read it at the beach, which was pretty awesome. But I was a little like, this is nothing like the movie at all. But, you know, I made peace with it, and it's a good story. I would say compared to the others, though, of the 4, it's my least favorite. To say it's not good. But here's why I'm bringing this up. Reading, immersing myself in that world for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, has been so delicious. I love going back to the very first one. It's chronologically. Again, I don't remember the names, even though I own them all and I've been through them all. I don't remember. There's like Rules of Magic, Magical Book, I don't know, Books of Magic, whatever. I'll screenshot it and show you here. But the other 3 books, especially the very first one and very last one, if you go chronologically and how the story goes, are grimoires. Alice Hoffman, I am so freaking impressed with her. So freaking impressed. As far as I know, because I've never actually looked into her, I don't think she's a magical person. I don't think she practices any form of witchcraft, but ooh lordy, she sure did research. All the things she talks about, every single thing she talks about magically, historically, you can find is actually out there. There were some, this is so loose, I'm sorry. There were some references to people who lived a couple hundred years ago and how they had these whatever works that they've written. I looked them up. They all exist. They're actual for real things. The only thing that she seems to have invented is a black grimoire written by an actual person who actually lived. I'm sorry, I am just speaking off the top of my head and I don't have the details with me. I tend to listen just to like input the information in the story, but if I don't realize I'm going to be then talking about it, I don't pay as close attention to making sure I remember the names of everything. I have a million screenshots where I have looked things up. Anyway, I would like to buy the complete set of those books, or the 3 I don't have, specifically the first one and the last one, because so much of what she said is actual true magic and folk magic, and it's just incredible. It is so good. If you haven't read those books, I could not recommend them any higher. I love them, and I'm actually, part of me wants to go back and re-listen to the very first one about Maria Owens, because that story was very good. It was so good. I will say one last thing about it. If you guys haven't read the last one in the series, it came out in 2021. It was kind of funny. Can you hear it? Yeah! Yeah, if you are at all attached to the movie and the happy ending of the movie, she gonna break your heart. She gonna break your damn heart within the first chapter of that final book. Just saying. It's still totally worth it. But I want to either own those books, or maybe I'll just check them out from the library and just make copies of the pages that I want, because she will go on and on for pages giving herbal tinctures and remedies for different things. And yes, I have all of those books in my library, my Witchy library. I have the correspondences and the Cunningham books of herbs and incense, and I've got the Lucky Mojo, so I've got a ton of stuff. But there was something about just hearing it again and hearing it from a new point of view and from someone who was incredibly researched in this topic. Anyway, yeah, I want to own those. I apologize if I have had to do a million jump cuts or edits, because apparently just driving to Target is quite the adventure, the journey. I guess that's the end of this for now. And I thank you for your time and your support and your love. And if you made it to the end, you're amazing. You're extra, extra, extra amazing. Blessings to you. May your spring that is only a few weeks away, your equinox and your Ostara, be blessed, be fruitful, be safe and happy and full of joy and love. I will talk to you again in March. Thanks again. Peace.